Man, hey, this might be the last video, gang.
Yeah, hey man, y'all like, comment, sub up, bro. It's Cartier, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, 1K3. Hey, shout out to the 2 viewers, nigga. Follow up, nigga.
Oh God,
no
nigga,
cap.
we streaming and shit. This will be going on YouTube.
Facts, nigga.
And
follow
all that.
the page, Monopoly Forever TV.
Yep, that
Hold
too.
on, I'm gonna put it in the chat. No cap.
Yeah. We
Shit,
got
we finna start this though. Shit.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar goes off on Vanessa Bryant and Michael Jackson's son and reveals why Whitney Houston was murdered.
Whitney Houston, you feel like she was killed, right?
Yes.
But look at this nigga face. This nigga look like he got a lot on his mind right now. That nigga finna give us a whole earful, man.
Houston, you feel like she was killed, right?
Yes. Yes. Whitney Houston was murdered because she was no longer of value to the music company that owned her. Whitney Houston was no longer of value to the music company that owned her. Whitney Houston wanted her masters, she wanted her publishing, she wanted an audit on her money, and she was not going to get it. Here's the question that got to be asked. You're at the Las Angeles Hilton, I believe. That's a 5-star hotel. There's cameras on.
Is that the Hilton on Century up LAX? That Hilton, is that the one they talking about? Hella cameras.
Every floor. Whoever went into Whitney Houston's hotel room to take her life, it's on camera. Who had the power to tell the owners of the Los Angeles Hilton or Las Vegas Hilton, I think it was Los Angeles, who had the power to make them confiscate
the video,
that Whitney Houston murder video showing the murderers entering the room? It had to be somebody with a lot of power. I believe.
Hell, her family might not have wanted that shit out there too, though. If that's what really went down. This is all conspiracy theory, though. But you right, it's a nigga in power involved in this.
It was somebody from Whitney Houston's label. And I believe that somebody allowed the Grammy party to continue while Whitney Houston's body was upstairs dead and floating in the tub.
Damn.
Whitney Houston was murdered. Michael Jackson was murdered because he was no longer of value to his company. He owned half of the Beatles catalog. He did not plan on selling it. The reason he was going to go on tour was to make enough money to satisfy the debt that his music company put him into, and he was put into that debt with his Invincible album. They sabotaged the Invincible album on purpose, putting Michael Jackson into debt so he'd have to give them back the Beatles catalog. Owning the Beatles catalog basically made Michael Jackson 50% owner of that music company, and they hated him for it. How dare you manipulate your way with your economic genius, Michael Jackson? With your economic genius, how dare you manipulate your way into 50% ownership of the most powerful music company in the world? They murdered.
Hey, that's what them white folks was saying, man. This is a good good conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's true. On record, it says Michael Jackson died from an overdose on them sleeping pills. Nigga, R.I.P. Mike. Now, Dr. Umar might be a little overzealous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they did have something to do with it because Michael did own about 50% of that label. Nigga was just having it. He had too much power. They like, nigga, you can't have this much power.
Okay.
So maybe they had a hand in the death of Mike. But to say that they murdered him is, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what line of the spectrum you fall on.
Michael Jackson. He should have never come back to the LA Staples Center to practice for those concerts. He was living with his brother in Dubai. He should have stayed his ass in the Middle East. Michael Jackson is my all-time favorite recording artist. Tupac Shakur is my all-time favorite rapper. Whitney Houston is my all-time favorite female vocalist. And all three were murdered by the music industry with complicity from the white power structure and the FBI. Prince was murdered because Prince didn't want to turn over his unpublished music to that record label, and they manipulated him into this agreement that basically said, if you let us remaster the 25th anniversary Purple Rain album, if you let us remaster the 25th anniversary Purple Rain album, we're going to give you back all your publishing. That was nothing but a setup for a takeout. He never got the publishing back. Well, they might have gave it back to him, but soon thereafter, he ended up dead. And from what I last heard, that same company that murdered Prince, they now have most of his unpublished music. And you do know that Michael Jackson's estate sold a sizable portion of Michael Jackson's catalog, back to the company that murdered Michael Jackson. And on that Michael Jackson note, did you just see how his so-called son, the white boy Prince Michael, is not willing to give Mother Jackson, Michael Jackson's mother, needs some money, and Michael Jackson's fake Caucasian son won't give his...
Facts. Who is that boy mama, man? Who is Mike Jackson's mama? You know, this crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, how you not get your granny money and she need it and he got it? He up, nigga. Mike Jackson's estate probably crazy. But that is good points here, bro. Why you not giving your granny money, dog? Shame on you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's kind of tricky, bro. It's kind of tricky. He talking about Prince was murdered, Whitney and Mike, all by the music industry.
Yeah, and Tupac.
Man. Now, maybe you know, these power structures had something to do with it. But, you know, this is he say, she say. We just reacted.
His black grandmother any of his so-called father's money. That's happening right now.
You for real?
Yes, the white boy won't give his Michael Jackson's mother no money. They in court right now. And this is why we got to stop the bunny. Yes. Yes.
That's disgusting.
It's crazy. How you ain't going to take care of that man's mother? How you ain't going to take care of that man's mother? But I'm going to go to Vanessa Bryant. Same offense. No disrespect to Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's widow. But Kobe's mother and father just sold his NBA championship ring.
Wow.
They just sold it. Why? Because they need capital to live. They're elders. They need some money. From what I've heard, Vanessa Bryant ain't giving them a dime. Kobe Bryant left her almost...
Damn, shame on you, Vanessa. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. That's crazy, man. We ain't rocking with none of that, nigga. R.P. Kobe, nigga. RPG and all that, too. No disrespect. But you need to take care of Kobe family. We ain't going for that.
Almost $1 billion, and you mean to tell me that you don't have enough decency, enough respect to float Kobe Bryant's mother and father $1 million? Even if it's one time, Art. Even if it's one time. I don't really like y'all. I don't really mess with y'all. Y'all son told me not to be bothered with y'all. But because you are his parents, because he would have never existed without you, because if y'all don't give birth to Kobe Bryant, he never becomes my husband, I'm never in this financial position. Because of that, let me give you $1 million. Let me throw him $5 million. I'm not giving you no more.
Now we don't know if she did this in the shadows behind the scenes. We don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she's giving them money once or twice, a few times, and they have habits or things where they irresponsible. And nigga, they fuck up the money. We don't know that. We do not know. This is all speculation.
But I'm gonna give you $5 million, but you can't come back again. Can we agree on that? Can we sign a non-disclosure? I'm gonna give you this $5 million, but y'all can't come back. Fine, give us the $5 million. She won't even throw them $1, bro. And then people get upset with me for being against interracial marriage. Listen, I'm not against white women. I'm not against red women, brown women, or yellow women. I am against the transfer of wealth out of the black community to white people who have taken enough from black America. Why are we marrying Asian women? Why are we giving our wealth to them? Why are we marrying white women? Why are we giving our wealth to them? We don't have enough as it is to rebuild black America. And you out here marrying women who you know gonna take you to the cleaners when you no longer a celebrity, when you no longer got any money. Look at Michael Strahan. I just read an article the other day that Michael Strahan's white ex-wife, who already received $16 million, I believe was the amount, in the divorce settlement.
That nigga Michael Strahan counting up, nigga. She got 16 M's off of him.
Damn.
Boy, that's a cold lick. I ain't gonna lie, Michael Strahan, we praying for you, but you'll be
I
alright.
wasn't even listening.
He
Damn.
on that good, he on that Good Morning America. Boy, that nigga.
Plus a certain monthly allotment. She said that's not enough. She wants more money. And then I read some time back that RG3, the former NFL quarterback, he married a snow bunny, divorced her. She took a sizable chunk of his wealth. She wants more money. Tiger Woods' girlfriend sued him last year for putting her out the house, and she was not even his wife. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Some money
when
grab.
You are no longer making that money, these white women leave you, and they're going to take as much as they can get on their way out the door. But compare that to what black women get. Did you see what happened when Robert De Niro divorced the black woman, or when the black woman divorced Robert De Niro? She did not get half his money. Robert De Niro's ex-black wife did not get half of his money. You know what the courts gave her? $1 million a year. You're going to get $1 million a year until you get married. The minute you get married, you will no longer collect from your ex-husband.
Boy, she'd never be getting married again. I could guarantee you that. She the mill to not get married. God. She got a whole nigga everything side piece. Man. Hey man, that's nuts. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's,
you could do that? Like, bro.
They take, you get married, nigga, shit, they gonna take them racks.
We don't benefit from interracial marriage. And here's my question, Art. If white people love us so much, if they got all this love for black people, why is the bedroom the only place they can show it? Why is behind closed doors the only time we see the love that white America professes for us? Why we don't see it in the classroom with our children? Why we don't see it in the courtroom when we're being sentenced to twice the amount of time in prison for the same offense as white people? Why we don't see it in the banks when we're looking for business loans and home loans? Why we don't see it in society where we're being murdered indiscriminately by white mass killers and white police? If white people love black people so much, why don't we see it anywhere else beyond the bedroom? We ain't nothing but a fetish. We ain't nothing but a pet. We ain't nothing but something for white folks to have a little bit of fun with. And when they done with you, they drop your ass off and take everything you got. It's not worth it. But we can't stop because the low self-esteem of black men, the low self-esteem of...
Hold on. I don't know if I agree with this part, but I do agree with what he just said prior to this. We not saying no low self-esteem of black men and all that. But I like his point, man. We got to keep the economics in the black family, black on black, because that's how we get better and richer as a people. Yeah, you know, every major city, they got a Koreatown, Chinatown, Hispanic town, you know, like their own areas where they control groceries, market, print shop, tire shop. It's their own little community, and they have built their economy. So marrying outside of the black race does not contribute to the black richness, you know what I'm saying, to us as a people. So I do feel Umar, he be going out of pocket though. Sometimes he be tweaking, I ain't gonna lie. But overall, it's a good nigga.
Black men dictates that we get a white woman in order to feel better about ourselves and more equal to the white man.
Hell no.
And speaking of marrying an Asian woman, how you feel about Jeezy divorcing his wife?
I read something, and shout out to Jeezy. I hope he comes out on top and gets his daughter. Shout out to Jeezy. What I read was there was a clause in the prenup, and forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but if memory serves me correctly, there was a clause in the prenup that says she could get half or something to that effect if he engages in extramarital affair. If he commits adultery, you
a dumbass nigga. Why you sign that bullshit? You get she can get half if I cheat on the bitch. Man, this shit is goofy. Why even have a prenup if that's what's in the clause in the prenup.
Nullifies a part of the prenup that prevents her from taking half. And so she's making the argument, at least from what I'm hearing, she's making the argument that Jeezy cheated on her. And because he cheated on her, she should now have the right to go after most, if not all, of his assets. I hope that's not true, but that is the report. Like I said, I stand in solidarity with my brother Jeezy. I hope he comes out of that situation. You know, but it's never a good thing to date outside your race or marry outside your race, because when it doesn't work out, do you want your black daughter being raised by white people who don't like black people? Do you want your black son being raised by Asians who don't like black people? Do you want, you know, your black children raised by Arabs or East Indians or Latinos who don't like black people? So you gotta consider the fact that half the divorces half of the marriages in America end in divorce. So if half the marriages end in divorce, mixed race marriages as well. So what are you going to do when your black son is being raised by a white mother who just married a Nazi as a husband? So now your black son is living in a house with a Nazi as his stepdad. These are things that you got to think about. I wish my brother Jeezy well. And I just think it's just another example as to why we need to stick with our own. I love black women. I'm for black women. I'm always going to defend black women. I don't care who don't like it. They are our natural, God-given mates. They are who we are supposed to be with. We are not supposed to be mixing our seed because we are the...
Boy, this nigga in his Umar bag, bruh. He professing his truths out here, Umar, nigga. Man. He in his Umar shit. Hey, now this neither here or there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get with whoever y'all want to be with, white, black, Asian, all that shit. But he is making valid points. Like, nigga, he's saying shit. They don't like black people. We don't want your son or daughter raised by a person who don't like black people. Whether it's a black person themselves, Indian.
It's probably not that. Like they don't like them, but it's nigga. They don't know what we do, bro. Yeah. They not like us. Yeah. Literally.
Shout out to
Kim. They not like us.
Chosen ones. And the chosen ones should only be reproducing with other chosen ones. It don't make us better than nobody, but we're different from everybody because we're the original man and woman, and we should not be mixing our seed outside of our kingdom.
Hey, man, but yeah, y'all let us know what you think, man. We finna hop off stream, ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, comment, sub up. Appreciate y'all, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, follow the stream channel. This is finna go up right now. No cap, nigga. Monopoly Forever TV. Shit, follow me at 1K3. Shit, we gone.